Hey, good afternoon. We are live today from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm here with Katy Annulli, and she's going to help us organize our kitchens. What? Our kitchens? I know. We spend lots of time in our kitchens. I'm super excited that you guys are joining me today, and I want to please offer a warm welcome to Katy Annulli. Katy, how are you?
Good. Thank you so much for having me.
Are there any misconceptions that people have about cleaning their kitchens that you would give suggestion or advice to?
I think that just having less and really being able to clean out your cabinets and your drawers on a regular basis is super important, specifically for what you mentioned before critters, bugs, rodents, and things like that love the kitchen. So if you have less in the kitchen or you organize it on a regular basis, you're able to really clean those different areas that food particles may fall into and bugs may easily find. But I think also like making sure you're pulling out the stove every few months and vacuuming under there. If you can move the fridge, like trying to vacuum underneath as much as possible because pieces of food can be super small and find their way into all different areas in the kitchen. So doing it on a regular basis is really important.
Speaking of which, and this is a cleaning tip that I found for, and I don't have any nearby me, but there are some reusable, what's the best way to say it? They're reusable cloths. They're really, really fine and you can reuse them a multiplicity of times. They're kind of like paper towels, but they're a little bit thicker. And you can take those and you can wrap those around a yardstick. And a yardstick is usually about 3.5 feet long. And you can stick it underneath your stove or your refrigerator, and if you just swish it back and forth with that on there, and usually the reusable cloth is wet. And so it will pick up any dust or any debris or crumbs or anything like that. And it's also skinny enough. A yardstick is skinny enough that you can poke it down the sides of the refrigerator or the sides of the oven. And you can usually get all the way back there to the back and then just kind of wipe the little tiny area where all kinds of junk and crumbs get in there. And you don't really have any tools that will like fit back in there, but you can see like some stuff has fallen. That's a really great tip that you can get underneath the refrigerator and the stove without pulling it out. It's very helpful because, again, if we're talking about preventing critters and things from getting in our homes, the cleaner we keep the area, the less likely, if they do come in, they're going to stay. If they don't find food and they don't find happiness in your house, they're not going to tell all their friends, like, hey, I hit the jackpot. All of y'all come on in, right? They're going to
Yeah.
go somewhere else.
Maggie had a question about any advice for short people. And I just want to address that because I think this is a common issue that I run into with clients of forgetting what's on the top shelves or not being able to reach them. So I think one, having a step stool in your kitchen, super important, but also if you either put a label or a list like on the inside of the cabinet to remind you of what's on the top shelves so that you can access them if you need them.
That's a really great tip. And I love that because knowing where stuff is will save a lot of time and energy. I'm using a new app that I just started using in the last couple of weeks. It's called Itemtopia and it's not free. It's about $80 a year. But I figure that the $80 a year is worth less than the wasted time I'm spending looking for stuff. And what you do is you're walking through your house and you take a picture of it and then you give it a location. So you can say this is in the kitchen cupboards, or this is in the storage unit, or this is in the kitchen, this is in the pantry, this is in the office, wherever. And so you give it a home. And so if something belongs in your car, for example, let's say that you have a little tote that you put in the back of your car that you use for groceries, that's where it belongs. So where is that tote? Instead of you going looking for it, did I take it in the laundry room? Is it in the kitchen? Did I carry it in the house? Did I put it out in the garage when I was emptying the groceries out of it with the outside refrigerator? There's a place for it. And so anybody in your home you can share that same list with. So if somebody in your home is looking for something, and this is especially helpful if you're helping like elder parents, for example, and they have stuff, is some of their stuff at your house? Is some of the stuff at their house? Is it in their storage unit? Like, where is it? Do they have a second home? So the more complicated our lives get, this helps streamline the looking for things. Back to Maggie's question about for short people. This is good for short people and for tall people. when you have an item and it goes on your phone. It's an app on your phone. And so when you just click on it, you can go, "Oh, I know exactly where this is." And if it's something that is up tall in a cupboard that you can't reach and you don't have a step stool, you can have a list of all the things that are in that top shelf. And then when you have a relative that comes over or a neighbor that's taller, you could say, "Listen, there are 6 things that I need. Can you reach them while you're here?"
Yeah, that's an excellent suggestion.
This was so informative, and I really enjoyed our chat today. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you, Katie, for being here and for your wisdom. And we will see you again, same time, same place next week. Thank you.
Thank you.